I flew on United's smallest and largest plane all in one day. Of course, one may ask why I'm exactly doing this. Well, I found a simple flying article saying that United was going to fly 777s from Denver to Cancun. Here I am, 3 a.m. in the morning, on a Hilton shuttle bus, passing the big old copper triangle thingies, going to catch a SkyWest flight over the Rockies. After waiting nearly an hour to get our boarding passes printed and messing around in security, we made our half-mile walk to the B gates, and here was our aircraft for today. 20-year-old CRJ-200, registered as November 969 Sierra Whiskey. This type of aircraft used to be the backbone of U.S. regional service until people started calling them pretty much the Nickelback of the skies, and now they're on very few select routes across the U.S. What's the public's opinion on CRJ-200s? Let's see how they actually are. I settled into my seat 4D for this hour flight over the Rockies. Seat width is actually not bad. It's on the website, it's listed as 18 inches, which actually is going to be a little more than our 777 that we're going to fly on later. Seat pitch is your standard 30 inches. Anyway, we pushed back and taxied for de-icing. I didn't record de-icing at all. We took off using runway 16 left and climbed out on the Rug 3 departure. As we passed over Vernal, Utah, it was time for some in-flight service. I got a small complimentary cup of Coke. It tasted alright. I got this small novelty napkin with apparently what looks like a 777-200 printed on it. Pretty soon, we hit our top of descent, and we started descending into Denver. While we were descending, the sun started rising and ruined my time lapses completely. About 20 minutes later, we landed on runway 16 left at Denver. Beautiful landing, and we taxied in to gate B70. Of course, while we waited for our carry-ons that were in the hold because there's no overhead bin space on the aircraft, I talked with the pilots, got a really cool photo, and turns out they went to my flight school. After my bag showed up, I bid the CRJ-200 farewell and began the trek to my next gate, A31. Upon arriving at gate A31, I took a photo of our aircraft. Our aircraft taking us to Cancun is a 28-year-old legacy 777-200. In fact, this was the 34th 777 ever built, so it is one of the oldest 777s in the world. When boarding started, I walked down the economy jetway and quickly found my seat, 42A. According to United's website, this seat has 30 inches of pitch and a seat width of only 17 inches, which is slightly strange considering the fact the hated regional jet has more seat width than a wide-body airliner. There's an interesting lack of in-flight entertainment, but we'll get more on that in flight. Pretty soon, we push back, start our engines, and taxied what seemed like at least 3 miles, runway 17 left.
United 1119 heavy, number tower 17 left, clear for takeoff in
103. It didn't take long for our massive aircraft to climb up to its cruising altitude of flight level 390. After reaching cruising altitude, it's time to have a look at our in-flight entertainment, or lack of. None of the seats in economy and premium economy have in-flight entertainment at all. In fact, the only thing they have is a small phone holder that allows your phone to act as in-flight entertainment, which is controversial considering the fact that this aircraft flies transatlantic sometimes. Could you imagine sitting on a 6+ hour flight, staring at the back of the seat in front of you? After about 3 hours in the air, or as we were passing over Galveston, Texas, the snack cart finally made its way back to me. I was given a warm can of Coke. However, at that point, I was so thirsty, I didn't even realize it was warm until I was about 3/4 of the way through the can. That was the only drink service on this nearly 4-hour flight. The Yucatan Peninsula soon came into sight, and we started our descent into Cancun. After our average landing onto Cancun's runway 12 left, the whole passenger cabin erupted in clapping. Seriously, people. Anyway, thank you for watching this trip report.